Yo, what's going on, guys? Today, Gex Talk 21. Today, if you're watching this video, it's because you read the title and you enjoyed or want to know what's good or bad about the popular DC TV show Stargirl, which in Australia it came out the other day on Fox Tel slash
Yes, the channel.
So if you're new, welcome to the channel and Gex Talk. So I don't know how we're gonna structure this, if we're gonna structure it at all.
So we were gonna have a pretty good guest, right? But
Yeah.
let me just check my messages, see if I got a response.
This is for this talk is for the regulars. We're gonna have a guest, but
yeah. So
they're
now
probably
we've done two.
they're off
no
their chops.
guest episodes in a row.
But the other one was special, and this one we may have 2 other face cams.
Yeah. So if you're a fan, send us in clips of yourself, as long as they're nude. No, I'm kidding. Don't.
We won't credit you.
Do not do that.
We don't want to credit you as well, because that would ruin it. If you know what I mean.
Make sure you upload all of the videos, all the fan cams on the Reddit.
Yes, we have a Reddit. Also, I'll actually, like the last one, I'm starting to put timestamps in. So if you just want to skip straight to the review, do that.
Yeah. So, Stargirl, right?
What about it?
So episode 1.
Yep.
The show starts with
pretty epically, if I may add.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that is right. The first scene was pretty good.
It's basically the JSA dying. You see the Flash's hat.
What's up with this recent major use of the JSA in properties?
Hasn't it only been in Stargirl?
No, it's coming up in Black Adam, and it's also been used.
Oh yeah, because Dr. Fate's gonna be in Black Adam. True.
Legends of Tomorrow as well.
Well, I mean, that's Stargirl's whole point. Is she's not the daughter. Oh, are we gonna do spoilers? Probably.
You just spoiled the whole show.
Well,
that was the big twist.
Should I? Should we do spoilers?
Sure.
I mean, I doubt you're gonna watch a whole hour about it if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But
you know,
yeah.
The thing is with that, whenever Luke Wilson, the actor who played
Owen Wilson's brother.
Yeah,
he is Owen Wilson. He is Owen Wilson's brother. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually in the lore of the show.
Yeah.
But no, Pat Dugan or whatever, whenever he said anything, I just believed it, because when he's like, "Oh, he's not your dad," of course he isn't.
Because Pat Dugan, you know.
Yeah.
It's
he's not gonna lie.
What's he gonna do? Lie? Except to his wife, as he did lie to her.
Who doesn't lie to their wife?
Oh man, that's how we like it. But what were we saying?
Yeah, so I'd say that it was good, and I was just saying how recently DC started using the JSA more and more.
I mean, I like it.
Yeah, I like it too, but I just think...
Does the general audience like it? That's the thing.
It might have something to do with how the Justice League underperformed.
Oh yeah, probably.
Use it much anymore.
I mean, it's nice and different. You get to see different versions. You get to see Wildcat, which is pretty cool. Well, he actually dies at the start, but you get a new one. Yolanda, who actually, I'm pretty sure is like his granddaughter. I searched it. I don't know if it is in the show, but
no, in the show it isn't.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, her origin story was easily the worst. Because if they stuck with it and was actually like, oh yeah, he actually sent it. Like,
yeah, that's I hate when shows do that.
But it wasn't actually him. It was somebody else, and he never even tries to say it was somebody else. He's just like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
Yeah, it's like he's Brainwave's son, so he could just like touch her head and tell her, and then she'd be like, "Oh, okay, fair enough."
But I think the issue was they probably added that in afterwards, like the scene where at the start of that episode where it's all showing like how it was the other girl that sent the image after grabbing his phone.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't match at all. Because he knows it wasn't him. It's not. Why would he keep going and say, "Yeah, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I've ruined your life. I'm so sorry."
You know,
it wasn't even him.
You know, it is good though. I reckon they did a good job with making Cindy Shiv an arsehole.
Who's Cindy Shiv?
The girl who's Stargirl is pretty it's pretty much her opposite.
Oh yeah, I see.
She's just not nice, and if I saw her in real life, I'd probably just knock her out, you know.
Yeah, I was actually thinking that. At the part where she is like talking to people mad smack in the hallways.
Yeah.
I think if a female ever even said something remotely similar like that to me, I'd drag them into the nearest classroom and start yelling at them like or maybe even slap them like the move, get out of my way clip that they keep saying is me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, at the end of that, he drags one of the kids into the hallway, closes the door, and starts like giving them a really stern talking to, yelling in their face. And the other guy's like, "Seriously, bruv, get away from me! I'll drop you." And I think that's a classic. That is a classic meme. That's a really good video. And I think that is what I would do if a woman ever spoke to me like that.
I don't think she was a bit over the top though. I think the whole town was.
Especially in the end.
Yeah. She writes slut on her locker. I mean, would you really?
Oh, I would do that too.
You would do that. But I mean, like, how do you not get caught doing that?
That's less of a bullying thing. That's more of a warning to others.
Yeah, or like that, or the what's his name, Brainwave Junior. He like goes up to her and it's like, "Hey, slut, what are you doing?" And I mean,
does he?
Yeah, in the very first episode, he's like, when they're at that table, he's like, "You're a slut."
I don't remember that at all.
I only remember it because I rewatched the first episode.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, overall, what are your thoughts on it?
I thought that the series was good, but it definitely could have been better. And I'm worried that because it will just be CW making it next season, it will probably end up being worse.
I mean, do you know if Jeff Johns will still be on it?
Yeah, he says that he's.
Oh.
No, I think.
Well, I mean, he made the character. It's based on his sister, so.
Yeah, but I think it was the girl who plays her that said, like, that after it was said that it will still be the CW, she said, "Oh no, Jeff Johns still on it," but
no.
Then again, you can't really trust what the actresses say because
they're not making
Alexandra Shipp, who played Storm in X-Men Apocalypse, also said that she'd still be playing Storm for several movies after Dark Phoenix.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, CW shows, they are not that great, if I'm honest. So, yeah, if the second season is only CW, it probably won't be that great. I mean, I think
Crisis
I got
on
it.
Infinite.
Oh, yeah, that was good, but I only watched the first 4. What was there, 4 or 5 episodes?
Yeah, you only watched the first 4. There was 5.
Yeah.
The 5th one was Legends of Tomorrow, but I don't know how. They literally gave that another 2 seasons when it's one of the worst performing ones.
Is that the one where King Shark Gorilla Grodd walks into someone's room and he says Obama?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Is that actually in the show?
Yeah, one.
Oh wait, by the way, the Stargirl section is probably done now.
Yeah, one of the plots of Legends of Tomorrow is that. Not one of the plots. One of the storylines in an episode was that Gorilla Grodd was trying to fight Obama.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that what it's about? Shit.
Yeah, no, because if I remember correctly, there was a demon that was trying to like create ripples in the timeline so it would be free from its
From what?
from its like shell. No, like it was in prison by some African witches in the timeline, and it needed to be freed. So it did that by creating timeline storms or something, so it would be able to get out. But I'm trying to remember if I'm actually thinking of the right season or if that was the season after it. Cause
didn't that happen recently?
No, it didn't.
Oh.
It was either season 2 or 3. I'm guessing it's season 2. Because, that was actually the good season though, so it only gets worse from there.
Obama.
So the plot was he was going to kill Obama. And cause a ripple in the timeline that would set the demon free. And the demon ended up going into Damien Dark and killed him. Oh. Damien Dark has been the worst Arrow villain. Everyone agrees.
Isn't he like the Arrow except he has black arrows?
No.
Oh.
That was the first one. But Damien Dark was the one with the white hair in season 4, the wizard or something. And he has been in almost every season of Legends of Tomorrow.
I would never watch Legends of Tomorrow. It just doesn't sound interesting at all.
No, the show is actually awful. And when I was watching DC Fandome live, and they had the Muslim one on the Women of Color panel, it's weird because there's so many other ones that they actually just didn't put on there. Because I'm pretty sure the ones from like Stargirl, there's 2 of them. There's actually more if you count the Asian ones. They didn't even put on there. So why they chose her, I guess it's because it's the only Arab one they've got. So
they hate Asians and black people.
Yeah. What?
Because they didn't put whatever her name is, Dr. Midnight.
Yeah, that's true. It's dog. But the thing is with that, I just think that a lot of the panels in DC Fandome were actually just awful.
Yeah, I only watched the ones I cared about.
Yeah, I made the mistake of watching, look, I stopped watching like when there was only 30 minutes left, so I stopped watching after the Shazam 2 panel.
Yeah.
And what's his face? Not Greg Berlanti, the one that does all the comics now, the Asian one.
Jim Lee.
Yeah, he was in every single panel.
Well, I mean, if you have him, you may as well use him.
Yeah. It was just straight 6 hours of recorded footage of Jim Lee talking.
Yeah, it wasn't live, wasn't it? It was pre-recorded, was it?
No, it wasn't live. But...
Yeah, some of them were crap.
Yeah.
Just people talking about shit no one cares about.
Yeah, all the social justice ones. And there was like an actual 30-minute section that was just CNN reports on coronavirus.
Why?
Because they were calling it like the heroes of coronavirus.
I hate that
like,
kind
the
of shit.
longest one was like half of the whole segment, and it was talking about dogs. So out of the COVID-19, they're like, yeah, well, we've actually seen an uptick in people adopting pet dogs, and they're talking about how they safely give people dogs.
That's so dumb. Why would anyone watch that? There's a plane going over.
So I had it live, right? I just put it in the bathroom while I was having a shower. Because I had stuff to do. So I ate breakfast, had a shower, and got ready in the time that CNN report was on.
Yeah.
That was the most disappointing.
They should have just put stuff people cared about, like the movies, bloody the games, and then like some comics. But I mean, who's even excited for comics?
Who's excited? Everyone in the comments, please say you're excited for Sandman the audio.
Oh yeah, the audio book of Sandman, and it's not even like a new story, isn't it? Just like it's the main.
It's a dramatic reading.
It's got James McAvoy in it though, so.
It's got a lot of ones in it.
Probably goes for like 20 hours.
Yeah, ultimately, I don't think anyone actually wants to watch that. Listen to it.
Just read it. That's what,
Yeah.
I don't get it. Well, it's like watching a movie and then
Turning the screen off.
turning the screen off and just listening to the sound. It's like, what's the point? The only actually, I guess for blind people, but that's just. Are they going to be watching DC Fandome?
Turn the TV off.
Yeah. It's yeah, I just thought that was strange why they would even do that. But actually, no, I do know why, because that Neil Gaiman, the dude who writes that, he reads he reads all of his own audiobooks. So I mean, fair enough, I guess, if you want to do it. I don't think anyone cares about it.
I'm glad that they had a panel on it though. Because
how long did it go for?
about as long as, or if not longer than the Shazam 2 one, and the Shazam 2 one was pretty boring.
I only watched the Suicide Squad, Batman, and then the gameplay of Gotham Knights. I didn't watch the whole thing.
The Batman one really annoyed me, and I was talking to Lachlan when I was watching it, because he's describing like point for point what Gotham season 1 was. Yeah. And then he has the audacity to say after, actually no, it was the interviewer that asked him, and it's like, and none of this has ever been done before.
Never.
He's like, yeah, nobody's ever done it. There's so much, I can just do whatever I want and not step on what anybody else has done. And it's the craziest thing, because they go like, oh, the Riddler at his beginning stage, and then they say a penguin that doesn't like being called penguin. And then they say about how there's going to be a show in the same universe on HBO Max.
Isn't it called GCPD, or is it just called Gotham?
Yeah, that focuses on the police department, which is what Gotham season 1 did. And it's like, come on.
Today we're going to be bringing something really innovative. The show about Gotham City Police Department. I mean, it's pretty much the same show, except different universe and Batman.
No, he said it before Batman.
Oh, is it?
On the, yeah.
Oh.
So that means that it won't even have the prototypes, because they're going to be Batman.
Yeah.
And so it's just going to be like average criminals. They're going to be like PD Live. And they pull people over, and they pull people over, and they walk up to the car and say, "Don't you know who I am? I'm Jim Gordon." Gotham City Police Department. I'm a rookie cadet. This is my first year. Why are you drink driving?
And
what's the matter?
You don't even get to. You probably won't even get to see like Alfred and shit doing all that stuff. Which I mean,
and
I enjoyed that
panel.
Oh yeah, Pennyworth. Was there a panel for Pennyworth?
Yeah. No, wait, it wasn't. Sorry, it was just a little questionnaire.
Oh, okay.
So it was like literally 30 seconds or something like that.
I don't think anyone has seen Pennyworth.
My mum loves Pennyworth.
Really?
Yeah, more than Gotham.
Oh. Is it set in
I think my
the
dad
same
even
thing?
liked it, well, because they're English. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's probably not bad, but...
Yeah, I watched it, and one of the main villains was legitimately Lester Crowley, the real-life founder of modern Satanism.
What?
So they say that he raped Batman's mother.
Did they? What? They said he raped.
Martha Wayne. And they said they drugged Batman's aunt as well and made her brainwashed to be a Satanist.
Is that the plot, or is that just the?
That's the Thomas Wayne and Martha Kane at this point plot.
What the hell?
that was very odd to see, because of course being what I would consider myself to be somebody interested in theology, most people nowadays would know Lester Crowley. So when I hear Alfred Pennyworth talking to Batman's dad about Lester Crowley drugging and raping his sister and future wife, it's crazy.
His sister?
Yeah, it was both of them. It was two.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's why they said he was in England. Trying to... No, wait, it was like he was with his sister and she was like a party animal.
Oh, okay,
and then it was something like that. But they said that Lucius Fox is going to be in the next episode. But there was also something in the... Maybe you should put this down as well.
Wouldn't Lucius Fox... isn't he really young in Gotham? Not really young, isn't
Yeah.
he? Like, well, he's gonna be like a child.
Yeah, he's gonna be a little boy, Lucius Fox, and then it's gonna be like, "Hello, Mr. Fox," and then it'll be like, "What you looking at, cracker?"
I'm Lucius Fox. Well,
No,
I mean,
but
yeah.
the thing is, I'm trying to remember because there was like a corrupt political party, like the Crows, which was basically the Cult of Owls.
Yeah.
But they already used that in Gotham, and then it was like they were trying to get elected, and it's basically like an election with all this spy stuff going on. They're trying to prove that Thomas Wayne didn't do something, and then somehow they end up with Satanism there in the end, and then Alfred's girlfriend gets killed, so he's like, "Oh, I suppose I'm gonna move to America."
So they're not in a fictional place. They're in London, right?
I think they're in a fictionalized city in London or a borough or something like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but it's crazy. And there was another part where it's set in the 60s, but they're still having like public disembowelments and stuff.
Well, I mean, that's fair enough because in Gotham they have like, you don't know when it's set because they have like old TVs and shit, and then they have new phones.
Yeah, so it was kind of like that where they had the stuff that you see in Gotham, and then they also had like the old stuff you see in Gotham, and then they had stuff that was older than that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird and floaty. I'd say that was one of the best aspects of Gotham. Gotham was actually a really good show. It went bad at the end. But how do you end a show like that?
Have you seen the last episode?
Yeah, that
It's
was
so
awful.
bad. It's crap. Like,
Yeah.
it's basically the last episode is the second last episode, and then they're like, well, I guess we got to make Bruce Wayne Batman. So they do, and it's just crap.
They do a future episode, and it's
Yeah.
basically all of the cast except for the children ones, and they are, what you call it? They're dressed up like,
Yeah.
they just got old people makeup on,
And then Penguin's fat. Well, he's not even that fat.
Okay,
he's
no,
still a
I
bit
will
skinny.
say that was one of my favourite parts in all of Gotham, when they're in the car and it does the screaming, they jump down and crashes into it. That was another part of Gotham I found weird, when they made the Penguin gay and he was like simping for the Riddler, and then the Riddler was like,
Well, I mean, he
"Go
looks
away,
gay.
gay cunt."
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Was he
No,
gay
but
from the
Gotham
start?
Gotham was way better than anything you see on the CW. That's
CW is not good.
Yeah.
They usually have one first season that's good or okay, and then after that it's just downhill.
Or if you're Batwoman or Supergirl, you have one season that's utter crap, and then you keep going for 7 more.
I can't believe anyone watches Supergirl.
I'm pretty sure Ruby Rose was actually like injured her spine on the set of Batwoman as well, and somebody
That's
else.
not worth it.
Somebody else, I think they either died or was like paralyzed on the set because they just couldn't keep the stunts safe because it was that bad of a show.
Imagine
They were trying to kill themselves because of how crap the show was.
Imagine the reason you're paralyzed is because he fucking was on Batwoman.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then all the money you have is raised by all the money for the recovery is raised by Quartering's audience.
The Quartering. Oh my
Yeah, he's
God.
the only one that made a video about it.
Should we
And he
talk
had a
about the Quartering?
Yeah, I love the Quartering. He's so funny.
I think the Quartering is the most boring YouTuber.
The Quartering is, yeah, he is. He's boring, and the only time he's not boring is like the first 3 minutes of his video where he does those dramatics where he's like, oh, YouTube's censoring all these channels, and there's nothing I can do about it.
It's
And
funny.
it's so clear that he's either just faking it or he's drunk, and he's drunk in most of his videos.
He's so boring that, as a prank, Eddie sent me. Wait, what did you do again? I asked.
So when we were preparing for the call, episode, I sent him
Episode
the
19.
quarterings video on the clip of
Oh yeah,
the truck.
I didn't
So it's
know
like
what Carlisle, who he was or what he did, and then Eddie, to tell me about it, sent me a quarterly video. And
So
I
it was like
gained
a
nothing
2-minute
for
video
it.
made into 15 minutes of the quartering. And I don't even think the clip was in the video. I didn't watch it because I'm not going to watch a
Yeah,
quartering
he just,
video.
what he does is he has a long intro, and then he probably, before it, searches up like 3 articles about the same thing, and then he just reads them word for word and then talks about liberals. It's like, oh shit. It's really, I'd recommend watching him once so you can get an idea of his banger content.
Here's my theory on the quartering. I think that the quartering works for the United States CIA, and they use these videos to try and control the masses and or torture people into giving them answers.
I think the only reason he must get views is because people like are doing something else, and then they just put it on in the background and they don't pay attention to it at all.
You know what's
just
crazy?
as background noise.
He's actually on a podcast with Bering and Count Dankula.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, is Baring's that Australian dude who's like...
Yeah, he's so crap as well.
He's kind of like no bullshit, you know him?
Yeah, did you hear what happened to him?
No, what happened?
He got busted. His whole channel was like a fake. He didn't mean anything he said. And
really?
he was just doing it for views. Something like that.
Well, I mean, that kind of makes sense, because you know, remember what he said? What did he say? He was like, I'm red-pilled as fuck, welcome to the gun show, motherfucker, or something.
Something like that. And basically, it would be alright if he was trolling, but he wasn't. He was just trying to rip people off.
Yeah.
And the funny thing with it was, he had a channel before that, and I didn't even know about this when I used to watch No BS, and the thing with it was, he had a channel before that. It was the same channel. He just renamed it and got rid of all the videos.
Oh.
It was actually a movie review channel where all of that political stuff he talks about, like South Park and all of that. Yeah, that was something else he did. He made like a video on every single episode of South Park.
What? Did he?
Yeah, when the new season of South Park came out like 2 years ago, he would make a video on every single episode.
What's up, guys? No bullshit here. So
yeah,
his channel, did he delete his channel? Is it still up?
I think it might be gone now. I can't remember who exposed him, but it was somebody funny. And when he had the debate with Destiny, and he said that black people get arrested because they have guns dropping out of their pocket. And Destiny was like, hold on, are you saying that black people have guns dropping out of their pockets? Yeah. I don't know. He was crazy.
Bullshit. Did you say someone else? Oh no, yeah, he's still got his channel.
Yeah.
His last video was 5 hours ago.
Yeah, so just, I don't know, I'll look it up again and say, like, no bullshit exposed.
What's up, guys? No bullshit. This ended No Bullshit's career. Now, people probably don't even know about it. I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm the masses. I'm the general audience of political YouTube.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Was it JXE? Was it? Was it Battening? There's so many videos about him. But no, the thing with Destiny is, Destiny's got in a little bit of hot water recently, because Destiny's
Doesn't he like
the
incest? Isn't he always in hot water?
No, actually, most people support him.
Really?
And the thing with incest is, a lot of people, a lot of his fans will say, oh, he was just using that to show how good he is at debating, that he could debate a point that he doesn't even hold. But the clip that most people actually share when saying that he supports incest, when he says, oh, well, the daughter went to her dad and said, I want an orgasm, but I don't have anyone to experience with, and could you do that? Would that be immoral? Would that be immoral? And then,
yes.
On the basis of it, would that actually be immoral if they use protection? I just don't know. Because he is smart, right? He's okay, I'm not going to say he's smart. He's logical. He's very, very logical. But almost every single fact he ever uses is wrong. He even knows that they're wrong and he's lying. or he's just flat out stupid.
It's kind of like what's his name? Steven Crowder.
No, because Steven Crowder gets things right a lot of the time.
I saw something where he, like, in those, you know, you probably
Change
do
my
it.
mind?
Yeah, the change my mind things.
Yeah.
Sometimes the facts are just wrong.
Are they? I don't know.
I don't know. I saw something.
Don't watch him. But the thing with the quoting is he gets things wrong all of the time.
Yeah, yeah.
He'll have the article in front of him, and then it'll be wrong.
Well, yeah, I doubt he fact checks anything. I don't even think he edits his videos. He probably just goes into OBS and just.
No, I saw a video, right, just the other day from the quote ring, and there was an ad in it that he said that his editor uses the editing software he was promoting. So not only he has an editor, this guy pays someone to edit 15 minutes. I bet it's like, because it used to be like an hour, so they have to shorten it down.
Fuck. No, I saw
no,
it. Actually, no, I forgot what I was going to say. It doesn't matter.
Okay, well, with Destiny, right? With Steven Crowder, some of the facts he uses, I can't name any that are wrong, but with Destiny, for example, he did a video on the, what you call it? What's it called? The systemic racism video by Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
And in this video, Destiny claims that school vouchers. In America, you have to go to school in a specific school. You don't get to choose in your area.
Do you not?
No.
No.
And that's why a lot of the schools are so bad. And Ben Shapiro was saying if you could choose which one to go to, then they would choose the best schools, and that would encourage the other schools to get better. And Destiny said, well, if it's only for schools with the same level of funding, right, then they'll be sent out, and then the other schools will just get worse. So he completely ignores the fact that other schools will start up trying to make a return if people can choose. And so what if some old schools close? Who needs them? They're crap. And then the other one is he completely ignores that he's wrong. It isn't just for ones with the same funding. And then he does it just to dismantle Ben Shapiro's argument, but he's just wrong. And his logic doesn't even follow that. And you know what he did? He actually banned someone in his chat that said that it will encourage better schools. Okay,
Damn.
Yes, they didn't explain it very well how it will encourage better schools. They just said it will encourage a more competitive environment. And he said, have fun being a retard somewhere else. Maybe you should go to a better school. But
Dang.
I watched the Destiny debate with Hassan Piker or something. And Hassan is the nephew of Chink Yoga of the Young Turks.
Chink Yoga. His name actually Chink.
No, Chink.
Chink.
Chank.
Chank.
Yeah, that'll do.
Chank.
Yep. And he full on had a debate with Destiny about whether it's ever okay for a white person to say the N-word. And Destiny was on the position that if you say it in private, it's okay. And he was just trying to show that, he had evidence this time that Hassan was two-faced and lying. But the thing with Hassan Piker, back to Destiny. More recently, he's been twice. People were saying that he's becoming red-pilled and he's waking up.
Took the red pill.
Because there was a clip of him in this panel of all black people on a Zoom call, and somebody says, you have to acknowledge this white trash crap life, this stupid white life. And he goes, hold on, what if I said your stupid black life, you stupid black trash? Would you like that? And then all the black people are like, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's like,
bro, he's so based. That's red pilled.
And then the other thing that he did was he said that the riots were unjustified and they shouldn't be happening. So.
Oh, actually, what I was gonna say was the quartering. He made a video about pretty much sulking about how YouTube hates him and he's getting no views. But then someone actually looked at his social blade and shit like that, and he was actually getting more views. and it was only rising.
Yeah,
So.
a lot of this whole censorship
Guys,
stuff.
YouTube's trying to censor me. What you gotta do?
The thing is, right, I
go
know
to my
you don't
other
think
channels.
Steven Crowder's funny.
I don't.
But a lot of the stuff he does is actually really funny to me. Because...
But does he,
for example,
what he does intentionally trying to be funny?
No, I'm not actually sure if it was him or if it was one of the people on his crew. But one of their characters now that they interact with is his lawyer, half Asian Bill Richmond. And... half Asian lawyer, and when he was away, they cut to his empty chair, and Steven Crowder or one of his crew members say, so when they're waiting for him to respond, even though he's not there, that was supposed to be the joke. Steven Crowder, one of his crew members, goes, ching chong, wing, ching.
I mean, that's funny. Yeah, but I think he has more misses.
I'd say that
whenever I watch him.
I'd say they're definitely funnier now than they used to be. Because when he dresses up like a girl and stuff and does like the transgender stuff exposed, that's not funny at all.
Yeah.
But all of his crew except for like one have all left now. So, not gay Garrett got replaced with a quarter black Garrett, and
just get the quartering on.
He should have the quartering on there.
That would make it a million times funnier. His quips.
Oh, but you know who's really not funny?
Who?
The Hodge twins. So he has these two black twins that come on. They like defend the police and stuff.
Is it like
They're tokens, basically.
Yeah.
And I don't say that to be racist
like
and
Jake
say that
Paul
they can't have.
With those like two twins.
Oh no, it's not like that.
Is it not like that?
No, but they are. They're not like. I don't mean to say token as in like black people can't have alternate opinions. I just genuinely don't believe these guys have these opinions. I think they're just doing it for business.
Well, can you hear wind? I'll probably cut this part out.
No.
Okay. Good.
But another YouTuber I watch is Officer Tatum. And
I've never heard of him.
He's a black former police officer who does the covering on like police violence.
Oh, is he?
And
like,
I don't know.
Do you know Donut Operator?
Yeah.
Yeah, is he kind of like him?
Yeah, except he really like gets his facts right, and he shows both sides pretty fairly. So he seems objective all the time. So he always has like his "Make America Great Again" hat. So he clearly has a bias. But like for example, with the Kyle Rittenhouse stuff, I've seen nowhere else on the right anyone acknowledge that there's another clip where before Kyle Rittenhouse is chasing that he's being like hit with the skateboard and getting his head kicked in. There's another clip before that where somebody's running away looting and he shoots them in the head.
Jesus.
Yeah, he full on instantly killed someone before that while they were just stealing. Oh, I say just stealing, but killing them for that is
yeah, that's too much. That's too far.
Yeah. And then he did try to do medical stuff on them, but then that's when he started running because they were trying to kill him. So he didn't mean to kill him, I don't think. I think he just wanted to stop him and then, like, and then like try his best to save him because the intention wasn't to actually kill him; it was to protect whatever he was stealing. But at that point, I think he went way too far with his vigilante.
Is he trying to be a vigilante, like the Punisher?
No, he just went there to try and stop a store from being looted. So a store that he used to work at, I've heard.
Oh, okay.
And he's basically in like this group that were just trying to stop stores, and that's definitely needed. But because I saw this other clip the other day of BLM in like Rochester, New York, where Keemstar lives in Buffalo. But in Rochester, or Rochester or whatever it is, it's crazy because they will come in, like if there's a party going on, the protesters are like zombies. They start crawling through the windows of the establishment and flipping the tables over, telling them to leave.
I'm not sure if I've seen you that video, but have you seen that one where it's like this dude cracked out of his mind and he looks like a zombie and he's like on someone's balcony? Because that's what I'm imagining. I'll put it on the screen right now. For all the not listeners, viewers.
Yeah.
It's like Black Ops zombies. Gotta survive.
That was just nutty to me. I didn't understand
they would
why
have a party
they'd do
when
that.
there's riots going on.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid. But they'll be like in a restaurant or something.
No.
So like when I say party, I mean like a party of people at a restaurant.
Imagine you're in a restaurant and like a brick gets thrown through the window.
Yeah, and then there's like tons of arms coming through the windows, calling in. They're actual like zombies. These people, they don't.
These protesters,
think
they're zombies
at all.
They're mindless.
And
they haven't taken the red pill.
Yeah, they haven't.
They're blue pilled.
They are the result of the machine at the end of Stargirl.
Liberal brainwash. They're brainwashed liberals.
I wouldn't say they're brainwashed, more brain dead.
They can't think.
I legitimately think that if you join BLM, you become a zombie.
Guys, you heard it here first. It's official take.
Protesters are zombies. And that's why only headshots work.
That is so over the top, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's... He's
gonna be a
definitely
vigilante.
going to get
be like
a murder
Batman or some shit.
Yeah. But then a lot of people were defending him, saying like, "Oh, he was in self-defense," and yeah, 2 of them were.
Yeah, but wasn't he? The other person wasn't trying to hurt him, right? He was just looting.
Yeah.
Yeah. He shot him in the head. Jeez.
Yeah, and that was definitely a bit too far. It's kind of like the George Lopez kind of thing. George Lopez and who's the other guy that he killed? Basically, he saw some black kid doing something illegal, and he got out of his car and followed him. And then the other one got aggressive with him, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna have to shoot you now." But then the argument was, he didn't go over there.
Did he
like
actually
the operators on the phone told him to. The police would have dealt with it. And I think the issue isn't necessarily racism. I think the issue is people think that they can just fix the world. But once you hear people's faults, you know that they're actually monsters.
I mean, bro, everyone thinks fucked shit all the time, so you can't really.
Yeah, Brainwave was definitely the one that I agreed with the most in the show. I understood his rationale.
Yeah, it's kind of like, oh, well, not Magneto, but yeah, he thinks people are assholes, so he's like.
Yeah,
well,
that was also weird. In Stargirl, the Legion of Doom. No, it wasn't the Legion of Doom. My mistake. The Injustice Society of America seemed to be almost like a mirror of the X-Men.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really interesting. But the icicle stuff was the worst. It didn't even make any sense. Why would he be doing that?
Doing what?
Like coming up with the plan and leading it.
Oh, because his wife died from cancer because of someone like building a nuclear plant or whatever.
That's a good point, but who would look at his plan and go, "Yeah, you know
yeah,
what? I'm
we
doing
want liberals to run the country."
And the other thing is, he says about like greed, but then he works with the gambler, who's like just the epitome of greed. So I think that might be a statement on the Jews running the world.
The gambler's a Jew.
So overall, I would say that Stargirl is. So that wraps up my review of Stargirl.
I mean, you know, one thing I do want to say, they had to kill Brainwave because he's just too OP.
Yeah, that's why they had to knock him out in the first episode.
Yeah, because I mean, he could just kill anyone.
Yeah, in my opinion, he was definitely the best character on the show.
He's dead now.
That's why I said what.
His son was. I liked his son, but.
No, I think the acting from the older one was better. I think the writing and the motives was better as well.
But the only reason they made the son good is because it's in the comics.
If he wasn't.
And they're like, well, I guess we have to.
And if he wasn't good, then that's the whole. They're done.
You can just get killed by him. He can give you a seizure and you're dead. So I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he could have easily destroyed them. But then I guess at the end when he was trying to do that trick, and that's something else I didn't get. Like, how would she have busted that? Because they weren't actually friends when he died. They were all like, "I hate you. I don't want to work with you."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh, I'm really sorry,
No,
guys."
the Stargirl was kind of friends with him because she was like,
Yeah, that's true.
"You're good inside. I believe in you."
But when
Yolanda hated him, and then all of a sudden she's like, "You know what?
Yeah,
you're nice."
When she goes, "Oh, they were his friends too," because his dad was pretending to be him. Was like, "Oh, where's the rest of your friends?" And that was the stupidest thing, because I think he would have said your friends. It would have actually been better if the twist was that it wasn't his dad, it was actually him.
And she just killed him. She's like, shit.
I think that would actually be quite an interesting story, because
I thought that actually was going to be him though, because I don't know why. I forgot. I saw something on the internet that like, is Brainwave Jr. not dead? I was like, oh, I mean, he's probably not then. That's what I was like, okay.
Yeah, and that was the other thing, where that guy literally killed his wife and son for this other guy's plan. The one was like, "Oh, I'm not too sure. I have a crush on my."
Yeah, wait, it was Icicle who killed. Yeah. Well, he didn't kill his son.
He killed somebody else's son. He killed the wizard
and his dad.
Oh yeah, and his dad. That's what I meant. But who
killed it? Who killed their wife? Oh, Brainwave did. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So what was up with the other one's wife? And that was something else I found interesting about the show. It kind of showed the impact of people running around being superheroes. I think it's shown better in some other works, but it was shown generationally better here.
Oh, and Watchmen, I guess it was shown pretty well.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah. Wait, what'd you say?
Watchmen babies.
It's like the Muppet Babies show about Watchmen babies.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a joke from The Simpsons, but what's that?
Watchmen babies in The Simpsons. That's a bit. I don't think they would make a joke about that.
Yeah, because Alan Moore was sitting at the table in the comic book shop signing it, and then it was not Nelson, the one he always picks on.
What?
You know,
really?
the little.
Alan Moore was in a Simpsons episode.
Yeah, or at least a character that was supposed to be him once. And the the kid that's always getting picked on by Nelson. Yeah, Martin. He comes up with the Muppets babies, or it's Milhouse or something like that. And he asks Alan Moore to sign it. And Alan Moore goes into this diatribe about how he sold out his idea and it's being mass produced now. And it's been ruined. So.
Shit.
And it's also the one where he like rips his shirt in half and he's a superhero and he flies off.
What, Alan Moore?
Yeah.
That's so weird. I didn't think... I don't know, Watchmen doesn't seem very mainstream.
No, I'm pretty sure it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was very underground, you know?
No. Zack Snyder films are really underground.
Only film reviewers know about it. You wouldn't get it.
Zack Snyder movies are actually... I like them.
Same. They just look
To be fair,
good.
I've only seen Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, and Watchmen. I haven't seen 300.
Actually, I think that's all I've seen as well. And I guess if you count Justice League, that's not really his.
It's half his and half Joss Whedon.
What do you even... He made some zombie... Oh, yeah. He hasn't made that many movies.
Worst. Those people on the internet, those old, like, nerd ones that always talk about Battlestar Galactica and Firefly and stuff like that. All those shows are actually so bad. Those, like, late 2000s, early 2010s.
Early 2000s.
Sci-fi shows are just...
Except Doctor Who.
Even Doctor Who to some extent.
I mean, it's kind of supposed to be cringe.
Yeah, that's campy, I think you mean. It's campy, mate, not cringe.
It's like, you know that episode where there's like marshmallow dudes running around?
Yeah.
That's retarded.
That was written by the one that writes all of Doctor Who now.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why people remember it, because that's who wrote it. And they were all like, oh, I hate him.
Yeah.
I stopped watching after the first 1 or 2 seasons with Matt Smith. When I was watching all of Doctor Who, and then I was like, I can't be bothered with this
watching
anymore.
Doctor Who is a bit hard sometimes.
Yeah. David Tennant out of the 4 that I've seen of Doctor Who's, which was the guy before David Tennant, and no wait, that's only 3.
Yeah, the dude before
If you actually
David
count
Tennant.
the clone of David Tennant.
David Tennant, Matt Smith. I mean, yeah, David Tennant's probably the best.
Yeah, because Matt Smith was that late 2000s, early 2010s one. I think that's just the worst history in television. That's the worst period of all time.
When did Arrow come out?
2012, 2013, something like that. So early 2010s.
Wait, I'm gonna need to stop you there. I need to piss really bad. I'm gonna cut this out, by the way. Yeah. We were talking about how crap late 2000s were.
Yeah. No, not... Yeah, late 2000s, early 2010s. Yeah. It was definitely more so the early 2000s. Because, like, what was the song then? Like, tonight's going to be a good night. But then again...
yeah, Black Eyed Peas.
Forget You was 2010. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just the late 2000s. Anything that started in the late 2000s is the worst.
Yeah. It should all be cancelled.
Cancel a whole decade onto it.
it's like that thing where it's like, if you knew being between these years, forget it. You're a whore. There's some whores in this. Remember that deleted episode?
Yeah, there's actually a Gex Talk. what would it be? 19.5?
Yeah.
Where we spoke about WAP for
wet ass pussy.
For about 15 minutes maybe, and then we were like, we're not doing this.
It was scary. Honestly.
It's gonna be on the DVD extras.
Yeah, we go. No, it's like, doesn't AVGN? You know how he releases Blu-rays and DVDs of his video? Yeah, you can buy like a Blu-ray collection of all of his videos. That's what we're gonna do. I mean, he's got a movie as well, so. Why not the Gex Talk movie? Sure.
The Impractical Jokers movie was so lame. That let me
I didn't watch it.
No, he's the... I think I've spoken about this before on the podcast, but just in case you haven't heard it, if anything ever gets popular on the internet, then Funny or Die will kill it. Because if they're not funny.
So, wait, how did they kill Impractical Jokers?
No, the movie, because they produced the movie.
Yeah.
And they put this, like, they tried to make a story to why the pranks were.
I mean, you can't really make. Well, I get you
like
probably you could, but it's like filler to make it make sense.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you just played like 4 Impractical Jokers episodes in a movie, fucking, it would be all right.
It was. I think another issue was it was released at the same time as the 200th episode, which was just a 60-minute long.
Yeah, I hate when shows do that.
And so that was so much better than the movie.
Should have just released that.
They did.
No, as in.
Oh, that's the movie.
Yeah.
I actually thought it was when I first watched it on YouTube.
Was that one of those episodes where? Like, you know that episode where they're in some tower for some reason, and there's like a host. It's in the the first season, because Netflix. It's like the finale episode of the first season, I think.
What do you mean when they're in the bar with their drinks and they're like, these are some clips that we really like?
Oh, actually, you know what I want to talk about?
What?
Clip episodes. They're so worst. Crap. I hate them.
Didn't Friends do that like every season?
Actually, yeah. Seinfeld has done a few and just...
That was like the second last episode of Seinfeld.
I was watching because I was going through the whole of Seinfeld, and then I got up to that episode, and then I stopped. Because it just...
If it's the one I'm thinking of, then it would either be like season 4 or season 8.
Yeah, it was season 8. It was a later season.
Then that probably means you only had like 1 or 2 episodes left.
Actually, no, I don't know. It could have been 4. I think I've seen more than that though.
the final episode of Seinfeld.
They all die.
No, they all go to prison for not being nice.
Oh yeah, they go to prison. Yeah, I heard that. Isn't there like an episode where they burn like a Mexican flag or something? Palestine flag.
Yeah.
What flag was it?
It was the Cuban flag.
I got up to season 6.
Because it was the Cuban parade.
Oh yeah. Dang. There actually one show that did the clip show good was Community.
I actually hate Community, I'm gonna be honest. I watched the whole series and I used to love it when I was a kid, but
the first season is really crap.
It's John McHale in general. If I see John McHale or whatever in any show, I'm gonna skip that scene because he's not. He's so annoying.
He is really annoying.
Maybe it's just because I'm thinking of Jeff Winger whenever I see it, but
have you seen? Do you remember that episode though? The clip show episode of Community?
No.
Oh well, it's basically a clip show, except they're remembering things that aren't actual episodes.
Oh, you've already ruined what I was going to say, because I was going to say my favourite clip show was one I watched as a child, and it was the Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah. And
they were all in like the closet looking for old things, and it was all stuff that they didn't actually do.
Yeah. I mean, that's the way to do it. But then again, that defeats the whole purpose of a clip show, which is to save money on an episode.
But another good part was when, in the Powerpuff Girls disease, is like the mayor walks in and says, "Remember that time that you guys all stood in the closet and spoke about things from previous adventures that nobody knew about?" Of course, he did it in his cartoon voice, but I remember that. That was a good show.
It is a good show.
But then the one that remade it was like some creepy pedophile or something.
What?
So the guy who remade the Powerpuff Girls made a character that was himself, that was in a relationship with one of the Powerpuff Girls.
That. Also, isn't it just worse in general?
Yeah.
Isn't it like Teen Titans Go?
Yeah, I'd actually say Teen Titans Go is better.
Yeah,
there were parts in the
Teen Titans Go can be pretty good.
Yeah, there was parts in Teen Titans Go to the movies where I legitimately did laugh.
Yeah, I do like that movie. I think, except for the part where he's like, Will Arnett's like, "Guys, I'm dead. I'm Deathstroke, not Deadpool, guys."
Yeah.
It's a reference.
Will Arnett's one of those guys that also annoys me. He is
annoying.
Yeah,
especially in the DC Fandome. Did you see that? Where he it's the actually I'm not sure if you watch it, but it was the Suicide Squad game panel, and they made a skit with Will Arnett, and it was just so unfunny.
Oh yeah, I didn't actually watch that panel.
Yeah, he made a skit and it was not funny at all, and it was with like the producer, no, the creative director of the game, and he just doesn't know what to do. And he's just standing there.
Yeah, Will Arnett and John McHale, they shared the same quality to them. It's almost like
they're always in things that they're not related to.
Yeah, I think that they just have to know their place.
Stop being annoying.
Yeah. And Will Arnett trying to do drama like BoJack Horseman or Flake.
I've only seen the first episode of BoJack Horseman.
That's just
it was crap. And then everyone's like, "No, it gets good after the
almost all of BoJack
after
Horseman.
The third season."
In my early teens, I used to think that.
Also, just
BoJack Horseman
it doesn't sound like fun. It's just about being depressed. Why would I want to watch that?
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't watch season 5. I just didn't have it in me. But then again, another reason why I kept watching that show was because the intro and the outro were both amazing. So.
Well, I better give it a watch, the intro and the outro.
The whole series a watch.
I better give it a watch. If that intro and outro is as good as you say.
It is. I actually have both of them on my playlist, and I don't even like the show.
Shit.
My playlist is so bad. I got rid of all the comedy songs on there because I just have one by the Oh, that would be a good guess. I'm actually gonna look that up right now.
My
Do you remember
playlist is
the
Filthy Frank
Buddhism
songs.
Hotline?
No. Never heard of it.
Never heard of the Buddhism Hotline. So
I'm not
it
a
was
Buddhist,
basically
am I?
these guys that kept getting trolled. Like they were trying to do a hotline, but they kept getting trolled on 4chan. And it turns out that they were also in on it. So they're just trolling people. Yeah, I'm gonna find a way to contact that guy.
Well, it's been an hour, so do you want to end it there?
Let's end it there.
Alright. Thank you, everybody, for watching our review of Stargirl that went for an hour. Overall, I think it's pretty good. Don't know about the second season, though, because by the CW. What are your thoughts,
I
Eddie?
didn't like the second season.
I didn't like the second season. It's pretty crap. Overall, I'd say I'd recommend it if you have Foxtel, or if you're in America, there's like a CW app, I think, because you can get it for free. So, thanks for listening. This was Gex Talk 21.
Wait, by the way,
Oh,
if you've watched this far,
join the
like
Reddit.
and subscribe.
Oh yeah, hit the
and
bell.
please share this video, or at least the end of it, with Jonathan Hills. He better be the next guest. If he's not the next guest,
comment at Jonathan Hills. Hashtag Jonathan Hills. And then when he searches up his hashtag of his name, which he probably does, he'll come up. So
Jonathan Hills underscore. How many followers has he got? Will I be able to? Oh, I'm just thinking out loud. He's only got 9,000, so I guess he might respond. How do I message him? Oh, there's something I hate about desktop Instagram, but we'll end it there, I suppose.
Alright, Eddie, out yourself, I guess.
Out myself, not yet. No, that was a good joke. That's the end. Goodbye.
Alright, see ya.